All right, let's jump right in because we've got something absolutely incredible to look at today. In this explainer, we're unpacking a really poetic, honestly kind of mind-blowing science fiction narrative. It's from the third saga of Navigators of the Void and the Celestial Ocean. We're going to explore a universe where the cold, hard, calculating logic of deep space literally collides with the emotional resonance of something we Earthlings completely take for granted, the ocean. It's a story that asks some really profound questions about memory, connection, and, the absolute limits of scientific understanding. But okay, to really understand this story, we have to kind of reset our own vocabulary first. For this incredibly advanced spacefaring civilization, a wave is just math. It's a fluctuation of light. That's literally it. It has absolutely zero to do with water. And this sets the baseline for the whole shebang. These beings have no concept whatsoever of a liquid ocean. And that's a crucial detail you really need to keep in mind to fully appreciate the sheer magnitude of the anomaly we're about to uncover. So let's get into it. Section 1, the Void Navigators. Imagine this civilization for a second. They exist far beyond known worlds, out in this cold, vast expanse where there's no wind, no rain, and absolutely no water. To put their existence into perspective, just look at the stark contrast between what they know and what they don't. I mean, they have supreme cosmic knowledge, right? They can measure the distances between galaxies, they build entire cities out of pure light, they travel by riding literal streams of gravity, and they've watched stars be born. But they are completely ignorant of the simplest earthly things. They don't know the noise of crashing surf, they've never felt a salty ocean breeze, or seen how a body of water reflects the sky. They basically possess the entire universe, but they lack the ocean. Which brings us to Section 2, Call of the Silent Sky. For a civilization that thinks it knows everything about the cosmos, the silent, logical expanse of space is suddenly interrupted by something entirely inexplicable. A young researcher named Lumen discovers a signal. And this signal, it completely defies all of their vast scientific knowledge. It's not a radio wave, it's not a gravity anomaly. It just repeats at perfectly equal intervals. It's calm, it's highly rhythmic, and this is the crazy part. It sounds exactly as if something out there in the dark is breathing. This brilliantly illustrates how Lumen's discovery just completely shattered their known physics. She introduced an anomaly into their flawless mathematical universe that felt way less like a cosmic event and much more like a living, breathing entity. Naturally, the Council of Navigators just completely dismissed it. They figured it was just some unknown cosmic phenomenon. But Lumen, she insisted on a completely unscientific, almost heretical theory. She straight up told them it's someone's voice. No one believed her, of course, except for her old mentor. And his reply is just a total game changer. He tells her, then find out who is speaking. He's challenging her to abandon her reliance on established physics, to embrace the absolute unknown, and track this impossible voice down to its source. Moving on to Section 3, Towards the Strange Rhythm. So Lumen takes this small research ship and sets out totally alone. She's heading into the absolute darkest, unmapped edges of the universe, flying through dead systems and regions totally devoid of stars. And as she gets further out, that strange rhythm gets clearer, but her highly advanced ship starts breaking down. Step 1, her instruments completely fail. Step 2, the compass just spins endlessly, totally losing direction. Step 3, all comms go dead silent. And Step 4, the only thing left is the sound. The crucial point here is watching all her sophisticated tech just completely strip away step by step until she's left utterly vulnerable with nothing but this incredibly beautiful alien sound she has never heard before, the crash of ocean waves. Meanwhile, in a completely different reality, there's this fascinating shift in perspective. Two sentient oceans, a young ocean and an old ocean, suddenly feel something new. It's not a threat, it's curiosity. They realize someone who knows absolutely nothing of the sea has finally heard them. The young ocean asks, is it a human? And the old ocean, recognizing Lumen's pure curiosity, says, no, but he too is seeking answers. Because of this, for the first time in history, these oceans decide to send their waves not toward a shore, but upward, directly toward the stars. Now, I want you to ask yourself this mind-bending question. What happens when the vacuum of space literally becomes an ocean? Just pause for a second and try to imagine the sheer wonder of cold, empty space transforming into something as fluid and alive as water. That takes us to Section 4, Meeting of Two Worlds. This brings us to the incredible moment of collision. Lumen's literal journey across the universe is meeting a massive conceptual shift. Out in the dark, the space directly in front of her ship actually begins to change. The vacuum starts to resemble the surface of water, reflecting starlight like it's floating over an invisible sea. And Lumen does something incredible. She cautiously reaches her hand out into the void, and she touches it. She touches a physical impossibility, a real physical wave of water rippling across the emptiness. And the second she touches that wave, it triggers this profound ancient vision. She sees an endless ocean and a shoreline bathed in sunset. But even more importantly, she sees thousands of people from vastly different eras all sitting silently by the water. They're peaceful, they're happy. And from the depths of this vision, a calm voice says to her, "Welcome." This wasn't just a geographical discovery, right? It was deeply emotional. It showed her thousands of people united across time by the simple, grounding happiness of just sitting near the water. Totally overwhelmed, Lumen quietly asks the vision, "Who are you?" The answer comes from two voices at once, the old ocean and the young ocean. And what they say is honestly the most poetic takeaway of this entire explainer. They tell her, "We are stories that learned to flow." An ocean in this narrative isn't just water. It is the literal accumulation of human stories, emotions, and memories gathering over eras and learning to move together. Which leads us to our final part, Section 5, the third wave. Lumen doesn't entirely grasp the deep meaning of those words just yet, but she knows her journey has just begun. Because back on her home planet, millions of light years away, a strange phenomenon starts happening among the children. Without anyone explaining it to them, they begin drawing this strange blue line. And one little boy, who has never known water, who has lived entirely in cities of light, intuitively labels his drawing with a single powerful word, sea. And this brilliantly illustrates the birth of a brand new cosmic phenomenon. We know physical waves in this universe are made of just water or light, but Lumen's discovery unleashed something else entirely, the third wave. It isn't made of moisture, and it isn't made of photons. It's a wave of pure memory. And it's rushing out across the vacuum of space, specifically targeting the dark, quiet corners of the universe where no one has ever told a story before. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. If oceans truly are just stories that learn to flow, what unseen waves of memory might be washing over our own world right now? It's a beautiful reminder of our fundamental human need for stories, and how those shared memories might just be the unseen forces connecting everything in the universe. Thanks so much for joining me on this incredible journey today. Keep questioning the unknown, and I'll see you in the next explainer.